Alright, YouTubers, LegendofJack here, continuing the Let's Play Skyrim. This is right after joining the Companions, and we just left Whiterun and fast traveled to Helgen. It's the closest location to Ivarstead before getting to High Hrothgar, which is where we're going to meet the Greybeards. On this trip, you can run into wolves. There's a few situations where you can run into randomized characters. It's been different for different people at different moments, so I'm not sure if there's some kind of method to the madness that they bring, but I know it's not too complicated on the route. If you're playing on the master difficulty, you do have to be careful around those bears. If those bears hit you twice, you are dead. And further on, up the way, if you run into any trolls, then if they hit you once and you're a mage like I am without the proper armor that you'll be wearing later on in the game, then it's awful too. So I brought my housecarl. Needless to say, I wanted her to pull the aggro and keep the enemies off my back, and kind of help me out in the overall early quests. I don't usually have a companion along my side always, but I don't know, I kind of like it. At certain points in the game you can get like Shadowmere the horse, and although it can die, it's still pretty hard unless you're being a little mindless about it or something. Then I do think it can die. And the same with Miko the dog. You can get Miko the dog and it actually won't die really either at all, so I don't know, it's another little pretty cool thing. I think actually unless you kill it, so if you're using fireballs or something like that again, then I think you can probably do a lot of damage to it, and you wouldn't want to do that as a mage. So you have organized controlled fire, like Incinerate, Thunderbolt, Ice Spike, Firebolt, all kinds of things that come up in the game though, so you don't have to do those huge AoE blasts or whatever. But yeah, I'm picking up a bunch of alchemy on the way. I really wanted to kind of have a strong ingredient inventory, when going to the table and stuff. I want to get that up early so I can get my Fortify Enchanting, my Fortify Smithing, which is going to be super key later on when I build my gear, and when both my Smithing and Enchanting are at 100, that's when I'll be making my personalized gear. I'm going to try to kind of grind those out at some point in the future and show you guys the method. It's going to be one of the earlier things I do in the game, so it will be helpful. And if you're playing alongside of me, then you're going to definitely want to do it, because the gear's epic. And if you've seen my old videos, I've shown the gear before, and it's going to be even stronger than that. That was just kind of a pre-model, and I had a few of them that I threw up, and I showed the stats of them, and you can always go back and check them out if you're at a point in the game where you can make incredibly cool gear, just to see what I did and see how it worked for me. I can leave a link to those videos if you can't find them, but it's not going to be too hard to find if you're on my channel.
Hand over your valuables.
So yeah, this is the guy I ran into. He was a thief, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm a bad guy, but I don't know if I was actually that mean. I think I intimidated him, or what did I try to do, persuade?
Yes. I'm not going
I should have tried to intimidate him, but I end up intimidating someone later on anyways.
Don't you walk away from me. Safe travel.
So he attacks you. He's not that strong right now anyways. I just tried to get out of his actual swinging radius and let her pull aggro again. He'll attack basically whoever's closest to him, and give him a little shout, and I start doing damage alongside of my companion. He dies relatively fast, so I take all of his gear. I think he even has a mage's hood on, so yeah, he does, a mage hood. He's got some lockpicks, so I took all of his gear. I plan on enchanting it and selling it later on. It's early, and I don't find myself getting too over encumbered too easily, even though I have dragon bones on me right now, and I end up storing those later on. And once you get the breeze home in Whiterun, which is right by the smith shop, oh, it's so easy. Right when you go in the door, there's a nice little chest right there, and you can put all your dragon bones, all your dragon scales right inside the door. And even your smithing gear, which is what you make as well once you get the proper enchantments. So making potions, enchanting, and making gear very crucial to putting your points to if you want to play the way that I'm playing the game. You're definitely going to want to put some perks into your light or heavy armor, whichever way you plan on going. Both of them will work out just fine though for what we're doing here. So I do end up saving time doing the videos in shorter bits, but it still ends up kind of being hard to manage. I have to do the commentary again afterwards, but I still want to do it kind of let's play style where I talk about the gameplay. So it does take a little bit longer, because if I was doing a straight up let's play, I could do the commentary while playing the game and give you a raw look of what's going on. But this is all, all of this is played today. None of it's, none of it's new in any regards. Well, I mean, I guess it's all very new, but. So this is the Alchemist's hut, and it's always going to be here, and no one's ever going to be living here. And if you can stop here on the way to Ivarstead, then do so, because there's some cool, there's like an elixir there already. Some cool gear. There's some death bell and some nightshade. There's a bed you can sleep in if you need to and get that rested bonus. There's this apothecary sack right here, so I took the mudcrab chitin. No chitin. And yeah, there's even an alchemy lab table right here if you want to use it. And I think there's some wheat. No, there's actually canin root or canis root in the barrel there. I should have grabbed it beforehand, but whatever. Later on, I end up making some potions and stuff on like the third video that I'll be putting up, and I show you which ones you can mix together to get your fortify smithing and things like that if you don't know already. If you are playing and you're further ahead of me and you still need help in the alchemy, you can always go to Skyrim wiki and look at it and just type in alchemy and Skyrim, and it will give you a list of things that you can mix together and get all the special potions that you want. So it's super helpful. You don't always have it by your side when you're playing, so but if you do, it is very helpful. Or if you could even write a few down, Right here I was kind of guessing, and then when I found them I made a few because I wanted my alchemy to go up in these early levels. I still have the mage stone on, right? So I couldn't always remember which ones mix well together, but I didn't do too bad in this kind of guess phase. A subscriber asked me to go through and do every character type and play, and I was like, oh my god, I'm having so much trouble just doing the one character type, so no, I know. And I mean, I'm a mage at heart, when I play a game that has a mage in it, I'm a mage no matter what. It's just kind of my thing. I love magic characters, wizards, it's just amazing to me, so I couldn't do it. But I mean, I'm still going to go through as a thief and do the thieves quests and all of them, like I said, but I'm going to do it all as a mage. So you'll see that unique Skyrim play. But it's fun. It's good times. Really great times. But it's going to be like, I don't know, at least 200 hours will be probably posted to YouTube of this Let's Play. So I mean, that's 200 hours of Skyrim, unique Skyrim gameplay that you'll get from my end. So you'll pretty well know this character and how to make it for sure in any way. I think I only end up using one of them. I think they're semi-rare. I don't remember right now, and I'm gonna have to look it up to verify that. But I just wanted to mix it with something else like Death Bell because they were close together, right? Sometimes you get lucky like that. So basically just continuing to Ivarstead. Once I get to Ivarstead, I don't really blow through it. I kind of check it out and talk to people. I want to see if they can give me any quests basically before I go see the Greybeards. So I'm not wasting my time and, walking back over my tracks, backtracking as they say. So it went pretty well. There's a whole lot to a lot of these towns, and I think a lot of people just kind of blow through and pass them by. But it's kind of by design that you'll stumble upon these things. So typically speaking, if you go in order and you're not just trying to fly through it, you'll get good enough gear to get you through every situation, good enough potions, enough gold, enough everything that you need. It's not always the best, but it will always be enough. Wolves are pretty weak still, even at this low level. It gets to a point where you can easily one-shot them, probably even with one hand. Actually, surely with one hand, but they're still relatively weak. You just want to avoid their jaws. They do have this little lunge moment where if you can dive out of the way, then it's super helpful. If you cut through here, you do have to be careful about a bear. And at this low level, like I said, if that bear hits you twice, you're dead. So just be careful if you don't have any potions on you. And I don't think I ran into it this time, so I was kind of lucked out. But you get a quest in this town, Ivarstead, to get 10 bear pelts, I think, and it might be right here from this area. The only reason I take so long to travel though too is because of my companion. She gets so lost so easy. Like, look how far she is all the time. She's always so far. But the good thing is if you fast travel and she's following you, or any of your companions are following you, they'll always be there when you get there. If you go inside any buildings, they'll always be there when you get there, and so on and so forth. So don't worry about them getting too far away or too lost or anything like that. They'll usually manage. You just have to be careful because they will die.
If I were you, I'd keep the greybeards out. We get the occasional pilgrim passing through.
Be thorough in conversation with people. That's one thing I have learned.
Fortunate. Certainly isn't helping my... If you think there's anything you can do. About a year or two, I warned him. We never saw him again. I heard tell of a lad in Windhelm. Sir, I don't even like our Jarl having
Yeah, I think he gives you 2 rumors right off the get-go, as long as you ask him twice.
Let's sate that appetite.
I love how he has all the garlic and everything behind him, but you can only buy the salt pile. If you buy anything that you didn't want to, or do anything stupid that you didn't want to, it always auto-saves upon entrance and exit, so just go back real quick. You'll go back like 5 seconds. This video here is basically coming to an end. I talked to everybody inside the room. I try to accomplish all the quests on the inside first. I basically get her to play a song. I talk to the guy about the 2 quests that he gives you, the rumors that he heard. I buy and trade and sell anything that I want to get rid of or that I need or feel like I need. And then I continue on, and I'll basically pick up the next Let's Play right after I exit this building right here. I'll talk to a few more people in Ivarstead, and then we'll head up to High Hrothgar. So if you're liking how the series is going, please leave some comments and ratings, and let me know what you guys think, because this is a lot of work and a lot of time, and it really helps out, like tenfold, you know. It really, it actually keeps me going. So seeing these subscribers coming in due to Skyrim, and getting comments and ratings based off of Skyrim, it's new to my channel, and you know, it's cool. So thanks for all the help you guys have been doing.
Are you kidding? Tell you what, bring me 10 of their pelts from anywhere in Skyrim. I'll gladly pay you for thinning out the herd. Have you ever... It's getting to the point where I have to scour Skyrim for untouched trees. What do you want, little elf? Too much time and money.
Don't get many visitors.